Hello everyone, this is Variety Stick 2. In this video we have the TCL K24. This phone available for extremely low price. So if you've been shopping around looking for something on budget, maybe you need to consider this device. But before you do this, make sure to watch the video in full because we're going to explain everything about this phone because I'm doing unboxing and review for this device. And also make sure to subscribe if you haven't, give me thumbs up. And without any further ado, let's find out. Now this phone available pay as you go with the prepaid carriers such as Total Wireless, Straight Talk, Family Mobile, Simple Mobile, and you guys will be able to buy the phone only for $39. So it's pay as you go, prepaid, no contract. In the beginning, I would like to give you overlook on the main specifications. Starting with the display, we have relatively large screen with 6.5 inches TFT LCD. The resolution is going to be 720 by 1612. The amount of PPI is going to be 269 with 60 Hertz refresh rates. So the specs for the display is going to be poor. You guys not going to expect anything fancy. Moving to the operating system, we have customized Android system, which is Android 14 with TCL UI version 7. For the hardware, we have the main chipset is going to be MT6765 from MediaTek, Helio G36, octa-core 2.2 Hertz. Also, this processor is a very budget processor. You guys not going to expect any high performance for this processor. The amount of storage on the phone is going to be 64 gigabytes, which is something nice, and 4 gigabytes of RAM. The phone also has expansion for memory card up to 512. And for the cameras, we have 8 megapixel main camera, only single camera, offer AI, no optical zoom, of course. You guys not gonna expect any high expectation from the back camera. It's gonna be very basic. The front facing camera is gonna be 2 megapixel. Later on in this video, we'll show you the footage and the quality of the pictures from the camera. The battery is gonna be 4000 milliampere, able to charge with 10 watt speed, and the phone has the charger included, which is something nice to see. Also, this phone doesn't have a stereo speaker, the phone offers headphone jack, and the phone is not water resistant, and the phone doesn't have NFC. And now let's do the unboxing, have first look on the phone and my first impression, as well as have a look on the packaging. As you guys see, you will see the real photo of the phone. And also you're going to see the main specifications and what the box is included. All this information is going to be on the back. Very typical box from any Tracfone or Total Wireless Straight Talk phones. Go ahead, open it from the top and pull out the other box. And first thing you're gonna see a plastic lid. Remove this and you're gonna see the phone over here. Take the phone out. There we go. So here is the first look on the phone. It feels like the phone has very nice grip. I can see no sharp edges over here. Also, I kind of like the look of the back of the phone. Has some textures, plastic textures over here. So the build's going to be plastic. You guys not expect anything fancy. Also, the camera over here is going to look also nice. So overall, looking nice from the back of the phone. Let me remove the screen protector. And by the way, the phone has a 20:9 for the screen to body, which is pretty much this phone has infinity display, which is something nice to see. But before we go back to the phone, let me look and see what else we have on the box. We're gonna have a C charger, A to C, and wall brick. This will be only 10 watts, so you guys not expect quick charging on this device. And also we have the IMEI number and the SIM card information, manual, and some instruction guides. And if not mistaken, we should also have the SIM ejector tool, but for whatever reason I can't find the SIM ejector tool, which is not big deal for me. And honestly, I like the look of the phone and the design. For $39 with the phone look absolutely beautiful. The phone has power key located on the right side, but there is no fingerprint on this phone. If you want to do biometrics, you can do a PIN, password, and face unlock, which is better than nothing in my opinion. Volume up, down control, and we're gonna have the headphone jack, and the speaker should fire from the front, if I'm not mistaken, the place where you can add the SIM card and the memory card. Now we're gonna spend more time with the phone and we'll be back with more details and information, so stay tuned.
2,000 years later.
Now after spending a little while with the phone, I'm going to kick off with the design and build construction. Now taking the price into consideration, only $39, I don't have any much complaint. Everything as expected. You guys can expect plastic build, and the back of the phone look so nice and unique in my opinion, so I like the design, and I did not see any problem in the build construction except that the phone is not made out of glass on the back or metal frame, which is absolutely fine with me. So here I'm not gonna complain about the design and the build construction because you get what you pay for. Also, one of the things I give TCL credit, they brush the edges on the back of the phone, so the phone is very comfy in the hands. It's not gonna bother you if you grab the phone for a long time. For something makes the phone even more comfortable in the hands, but I don't have a problem in the edges on the back of the phone, so I feel TCL did a great job in the design and the build construction. Now speaking of the display, I have two major issues. First of all, the brightness level. Even the phone on the highest brightness, the phone still very dim, and also the angle view is not good in this device. As expected from the price of the phone, the display is not going to be any good because they're using TFT display. Other than that, it should be acceptable for someone doesn't really care about the quality of the display and the phone in general. I would say the display is acceptable to a certain point. Now for the operating system, we have Android 14, and if you've been watching my videos recently for most of TCL phone, not this one specifically, I'm not a big fan for the operating system or the launcher because the phone has the latest on the time I'm recording the video, which is Android 14, which is something nice to see in this super budget device. And why I don't like the operating system, because I feel the launcher that TCL uses bring more stress on the chipset of the device. That because the processor and the chipset, it's not powerful, it will make the phone laggy and sluggish sometimes, so you're not going to get the best performance. In addition to this, I don't like the Total Wireless or Tracfone. They added so many games and application pre-installed on the device. This is not a big deal because you can always remove. And at the same time, I do like some features that TCL add in their operating system, such as they have a smart manager, which is enhance the performance in general for the device by killing the junk files, optimizing the battery and the memory, something nice to see. Also, Next Vision application give you more options for the display where you can adjust the colors, the vividness, which is something nice to see in most of the Android phone, not just the TCL. So overall speaking, I'm not very satisfied with the operating system because the most important thing for me is the performance, but at the same time I can't complain. Now moving to the hardware performance, unfortunately the phone is not going to deliver the best performance due to the low performance of the chipset, the MediaTek 6765. It's very poor. I did the Geekbench, and maybe this is the lowest score I have ever seen on Geekbench. 5165 for single core, 685 multi-core. So if you're buying the phone and you expect just to make phone calls, text messages, light use for the phone, I would say you will be okay. But if you want to play video games, it's possible, but you can play light games with no issues, I would say. Medium games like Need for Speed, you will see low graphics, but the frame is gonna run between 25 to 30 FPS, which is not too shabby. Playing heavier game require more graphics and GPU. This phone is gonna struggle a lot. Overall, speaking about the performance of the phone, you guys are not gonna expect the best performance, and you're gonna feel the phone lags and sometimes gonna be sluggish. And when you open certain apps, you're gonna see a delay. Now for the battery, as expected from any low budget phone, you guys are gonna expect the performance of the battery will be very acceptable. For many reasons, that because the phone doesn't have high brightness level, the screen is not too vivid with colors, and the processor is not powerful, so the phone is not going to consume a lot of juice. So 4000 in my opinion will be more than enough, and you guys will expect 10 to 12 hours screen on time, and this is great in my opinion. My main issue, the phone is very slow to charge. It will charge from 0% to 100% around 2 hours and 45 minutes. Now, my experience with the camera after taking pictures in different situations, low light, medium light, and regular light, I find that the phone takes good pictures. If you're taking picture outdoor, you won't have no issues because you have enough light. Medium light, you're gonna see the quality go down a little bit, but was not terrible, which is very surprising for this phone like this. And the problem starts when you have low light situation. The phone also forces you to turn the flash on. The phone doesn't have night vision mode, so you guys not gonna expect the best experience for the camera. You only have single camera, so you don't have any optical zoom, you don't have ultra wide, you don't have a slow motion for the video, and the video only able to give you 1080 at 30 fps, which is very expected. Now, moving to the front facing camera, it takes very good pictures with portrait outdoor when you have sunlight. No problems. I have noticed when you have medium light or low light situation, the front facing camera struggle same as the back camera. Do I have much complaint about the camera? No, because I'm expecting this from the TCL K24. Now, in conclusion, the TCL K24, in my opinion, it's not a terrible device. If you're in a budget, you don't have money to spend on the phone, and you want something just to do regular phone calls, open application, do your work, or you have kids, you want something very affordable, at least you can find phone for only $39, and this is great in my opinion. I'm not saying I'm recommending the phone to buy, but if you're in a budget, that would be one of the best option you can find in the market. And that was very much it. Let me know what you think about the TCL K24 in the comment below. Also, you can encourage me by the thumbs up and subscribe to Variety Stick 2 if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching. As always, we'll see you in another video.